Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Combiner Wars Hook figure. And here he is in his disproportionate robot mode. He looks good. I really do mean disproportionate. I mean, these arms are fucking wonky. So he's got... I mean, you can give him one of the parts of the big gun here. And just look at this wonderful design on this elbow right here. A little tiny pole sticking off the side from a giant forearm giant bicep leading to a tiny little forearm. I mean, it's just wonderful design. They really nailed the character here. I really think they did. Because I remember Hook being with giant shoulders and tiny little forearms with a pen elbow. I remember that vividly from the comics. Alright, so you can give him this gun. I can't hate on this as much as I can these giant missile pods, because while this is goofy large, it actually looks like a gun. Or maybe some sort of like construction tool. So I'm okay with it, and especially since they actually designed the handle for Devastator, so it almost looks like a magazine clip there. So to be honest, I don't hate that. It's hollow and feels like cheap plastic. But it works. It's just a straight purple cast. You can see some swirl in there, so hopefully that doesn't come up with like some sort of the funny thing is everyone says gold plastic syndrome. It's really bad, but they think that it's only gold plastic. It's metallic. That's the real thing. It's the metallic stuff that they swirl into the plastic. That's what causes the syndrome. Not the it doesn't have to be gold for it to suffer from that. I doubt that this is going to happen to this piece. I hope not, but I do doubt it, because Hasbro has learned their lesson on that. Third party, on the other hand, I think some of them are still learning. So let's go back to the figure. Great head sculpt. Arms, like I said, just are horrendously bad. Chest looks good. You got some good paint detail going on in there, so no issues there. He's got the crane arm on the back, but that's unavoidable for the character. It's gonna be back there, unless you take it off to put it on the forearm like Make Toys did. So, but it does help stabilize him. You can use it kind of like a third leg. Which isn't bad. I'm not knocking it for that. Waist, nothing at the waist. Hips are on the universal joints. Up, down, and out. Biceps, or thigh swivel. It's hollow there and hollow there. I forgive it for this, not for this. Because this is just... There's no point for this to be hollow. It's due to transformation. This whole thing is all hollow, so it looks more like a Tonka toy. But yeah, this looks all right. He's not bad. If he was armless, he would be great. But these arms are just, I mean, how many people do you know have arms like this? Because I actually do know one, and it's kind of sad. I try not to laugh at him. But yeah, it's just... This just looks stupid. I can't sit here and forgive that. So transformation, you want to rotate his head around. This assembly here will pull up and go back, and then you can take this whole assembly here and it just slides over. Come on, slide over. Oh, it's this back here slides over a little bit. There we go. like so. So it's more in the center. Of course, we split the chest. We don't want to do that. Flip the hands into the tiny ass forearms. This will fold up. And this will fold up. Like so. And then this needs to come down. And just kind of give everything a good squeeze. Locks into place fairly well. And then these legs here. Now, these are like, your Combiner Wars type feet. So you fold this piece here up like that, and then this will double hinge out and collapse up like this. So this is just like, I'm trying to think of who does that. I can't remember at the moment, but I know one of them does that. Something very similar to this. So just folds down like so, plugs them together, and there you go. No weapon storage. And this isn't bad. It looks decent. Yeah, it's definitely a toy. There's no question there. The crane arm moves up and down. No extension, no swivels. Wheels are on those stupid clips I hate so much. And yeah, there you go. He's a thrilling, awesome truck. The aspects I do like is the fact that the combiner head is in this panel right here. This is more of a plus for the combine mode. But the fact that it's very well hidden, with it not being compromised by being hidden. It looks good. I like the way that head looks. It's actually a really good head sculpt for Devastator. I actually want to take this off and put it on my Giant, or my Hercules, and I don't think that's going to work for many reasons. But it looks great. It's a great head sculpt, like the rest of these guys' head sculpts. Transforming them back. You want to untab these, pull the back of the legs down. Pull this down here. Alright. Apparently these are just on friction joints. That's incredible. I didn't go over posability. We'll go over posability in a second here. No, I did go over posability. Alright. Come on. There we go. Arms rotate down, down, flip out the hands out of the tiny ass forearms. And this assembly will rotate. Oh, so you got to move this piece here over so that it can fit past this box. It's one of those, it's like, it's not irritating at all. It's because if they would have made it, designed it otherwise, you would be kind of getting in the way of that head. And I like the way the head works. Then rotate the head around. And there you go. All in all, I think he's very subpar with those arms. I'm sorry. The rest of him works well, functions great. I like I said, I mean, the hollow legs suck. If I was giving it a review and not talking about the arms, this sucks. But that's more of a toy aspect, so I don't care that it doesn't rotate or extend. I don't care too much about that. TFC, I thought, I gave them a hard time because theirs has the string gimmick thing, and it's like, why the hell would any of us ever want that? I'd critique it on the hollow legs, but forgive it, and I'd forgive it on this part right here. Other than that, this is a pretty decent figure until you get to the arms. The arms are so bad that it draws this figure straight down, right down the toilet. They're thin. They're super thin. They're hollow. I usually would forgive it for this hollowness there, because this is where the hand folds into. And that's something we've always dealt with Transformers. This being hollow is not as forgivable, but they're also so horribly disproportioned. Now, if they would have put a slider pen here, and had the arm slide to maybe right here, so that this shoulder was, the shoulder pin was going into the arm like right here. So like this is the shoulder, and this is just like shoulder kibble. I think it would have looked better. I would have said the arms are too short, but it's better than being this weird disproportionate. And this elbow is unforgivable. This is just wow bad. And it's not even the worst elbow of the group. But this is pretty bad. So as it sits, those arms are so bad. I'm gonna give him I'll give him a 5 out of 10. They really could have done a better job on that. That's bad. That is just bad. So yeah, 5 out of 10. Like I said, if they would have done something better with the arms, he could have been a good figure. And then, a lot of people are saying this is a good budget set. And I get that. But then they're like, oh, well, then we'll buy all these upgrades. That goes into my last rant of the week, the polishing a turd. Just the whole, it's like, if you're claiming that you're getting this because it's a budget set, then you buy all these expensive third-party upgrades, then it's no longer a budget set. If you're saying that this is a good budget set, you got to keep it as is. This is your set. I don't know. I think your money would be better spent elsewhere on this, in this particular case. But yeah, we'll move on with the Oompa Loompa next.